at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Sanders has the 1st down and much more. And finally taken down at the 34. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
They hand off to their big tight end. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end. Dallas Goedert, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed, what you were looking for.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. CD, he tried to catch that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
Absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one swung out to Williams. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Scott to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1 play and they're already just shy of midfield. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here's Scott to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Gathered not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Sanders. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, back to Sanders. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. It's Hill, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man has got it, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.